They appeared on movie screens, won our hearts, and became famous before they could tie their shoes. Then suddenly the lights went out, and they were gone. What happened after the director said cut? There were scandals, sad endings, surprising transformations, and retreats into privacy. These childhood stars took unexpected paths. Some stories will make you feel miserable. Others will surprise you. Discover the stories behind Hollywood's disappearing acts that will stay with you forever. Martin Stevens, the kid who gave you chills, then ghosted the biz. In the early 1960s, Martin Stevens became famous for two roles. First, he played the unsettling blonde boy David Zellaby in Village of the Damned, 1960, leading a group of kids known for their eerie, glowing stares. Then, in The Innocents, 1961, he portrayed the troubled Miles, who seemed sweet but had a hidden dark side. People recognized him as a top young talent of his time, but then he disappeared from the spotlight. This wasn't like the typical stories of child actors who fall into trouble. Martin made a conscious choice to leave. After a few more roles, he stepped away from acting at just 16 years old. He didn't make a big comeback or appear in gossip magazines. Fans of horror wondered for years where he went. Some speculated he had died or gone into hiding. But the truth is much simpler. He chose a quiet life away from fame. He occasionally appeared in documentaries, reflecting thoughtfully on his past roles and the image that made him an icon of creepiness. Martin didn't have an addiction or other issues common with former child stars. Instead, he successfully moved on from acting. However, those memorable performances still linger in people's minds, like haunting dreams that are hard to forget. Jay North, the Dennis the Menace kid, whose real life was no joke. Jay North played Dennis the Menace from 1959 to 1963. He became a well-known child actor, known for his striped shirt, bib overalls, and mischievous smile. While he appeared fun and carefree on screen, his life behind the scenes was difficult. His aunt and uncle controlled everything about his career. If he made a mistake while filming, there were harsh consequences. Although the public loved him, Jay struggled after the show ended. He became typecast as a troublemaker, which limited his opportunities. As a teenager, he tried to find other roles and even served in the Navy, but nothing worked out. Jay chose not to follow the path of self-destruction that many child stars took. However, he still dealt with deep emotional scars. To start fresh, he took on regular jobs, including working as a prison guard. Now at 73, he shares his experiences at conventions, discussing the challenges he faced and the true costs of fame. Jay's story is a serious reminder that behind the fun image of a TV character, a child actor can experience real struggles. Johnny Crawford, the rifleman kid who swapped guns for tunes. In the heyday of Western TV shows, Lucas and Mark McCain from The Rifleman touched our hearts. Johnny Crawford played Mark, stepping into the role at just 12 years old. For 5 seasons, we watched him grow up on screen. Johnny had a natural charm and made us feel connected to him. He wasn't just acting, he felt like part of our lives. But acting was just the beginning for him. In the early 60s, he reached the music charts with his hit Cindy's Birthday. Suddenly, he went from being a child star to a teen idol, singing popular songs. For a brief moment, it looked like he could move from kid star to mature actor. But Hollywood can be tough. He was seen as the sweet boy, and no major adult roles came his way. He kept trying but never regained his earlier success. Instead, he followed his passion for music, leading a swing band and performing songs his way. Later in life, he faced a difficult challenge: Alzheimer's disease. This condition took him away from the spotlight. He passed away in 2021 at the age of 75. Gloria Jean, the Deanna Durbin clone who said nah and bailed. In 1939, Universal Pictures discovered Gloria Jean, a talented teenager with a beautiful singing voice. They groomed her to be a smaller version of Judy Garland. She shone in the movie The Underpup and starred in over 20 musical films before turning 21. With her lovely voice and girl-next-door charm, she seemed destined for success. However, by the late 1940s, audience preferences changed, and people no longer wanted sentimental music. Gloria's popularity faded quickly. The studio let her go, and she began to take minor roles in B-movies. Hollywood no longer viewed her as the it girl. Instead of struggling, Gloria chose a different path. She left the spotlight and focused on a quiet life, working desk jobs, hosting events, and being a mom. She avoided drama and sought to create her own rules. Years later, she reflected, "When it's time to change, I changed." Gloria passed away in 2018 at the age of 92. Her name slowly disappeared from the limelight that once celebrated her. But perhaps her most significant achievement was knowing when to step away. June Lockhart, kid star turned every Gen's dream mom. Juno Lockhart grew up in a showbiz family with actor parents. By age 13, she starred in A Christmas Carol, 1938, and impressed audiences. While many child stars fade quickly, June stood out. She continued to shine in films like Meet Me in St. Louis. However, her most significant success came on television, where she became a beloved mom figure in the 1950s and 1960s. She starred in Lassie and Lost in Space, portraying a warm and strong character. June's friendly smile masked her secret to lasting success, maintaining a clean image. Unlike many stars, she avoided scandals and stayed in the spotlight for decades. Now at 99, she remains a key figure from Hollywood's golden age. She still appears at fan conventions and shares her stories with charm and grace. June embraced her fame and built a lasting legacy in a harsh industry. Benita Granville, the bratty kid who flipped to boss lady. Benita Granville had a notable career in acting. She first gained attention at age 13 for her role as Mary Tilford in the film These Three, 1936, where she played a sharp-tongued character. She later became famous for playing Nancy Drew in several movies. In the 1940s, her career slowed down, and she struggled to find good roles. She appeared in films like Now, Voyager, and Hitler's Children, but it seemed like she was fading from the spotlight. In 1947, she married Jack Rather, an oil businessman and producer. Together, they created a successful entertainment business. They produced Lassie, built hotels, and developed theme parks. Benita did not fade away as a child star. Instead, she took charge of her career. She left the industry in 1988, but her business success overshadowed her early acting achievements. Benita's legacy is not about awards, but the impact she made after her acting career. Kevin Corcoran, Disney's mischief kid who bossed the other side of the lens. Kevin Corcoran, known as Moochie, was a popular child actor in the 1950s, appearing in Disney films like Old Yeller and Swiss Family Robinson. He was a lovable character, and Walt Disney often featured him in movies. Kevin understood that it could be tough for child actors to succeed as adults. So he decided to leave acting behind for college and theater, eventually transitioning behind the camera. He became an assistant director and producer on successful shows like Murder, She Wrote, Baywatch, and Quantum Leap. Kevin's career was diverse and successful, often even bigger than his early acting days. Sadly, Kevin passed away in 2015 at age 66 due to cancer. His legacy includes being a beloved Disney kid and later thriving in the television industry. Claude Jarman Jr., the golden kid who picked normal over neon. At 12, Claude Jarman Jr. gained fame in the film The Yearling, earning a juvenile Oscar for his powerful performance. He quickly became popular with fans and studios, but then he disappeared from the spotlight. Unlike many child actors, Claude chose to leave at the height of his career without drama. He made a smart, quiet exit. Before returning to Tennessee, he acted in several more films, including Intruder in the Dust. He finished high school and attended college. While other actors chased fame, Claude built a different life. He joined the Navy, attended Vanderbilt University, and later worked at the San Francisco Film Festival in a business role, not as a star. No one expected this path for him. Claude Jarman passed away on January 12, 2025, at his home in Kentfield, California at 90. He will be buried at Woodlawn Cemetery in Nashville. Claude's choice to step back from Hollywood shows wisdom. It was a rare move in the industry. Baby Peggy, the toddler tycoon Hollywood buried, then dug up. Before she became famous, Baby Peggy was a child star known for her curly hair. She acted in over 150 short films and features and made about $1.5 million a year. However, the pressure and demands of the industry took a toll on her dreams. Although she promoted milk-themed toys, it wasn't about fame for her. The excitement was overwhelming, but her ringlets masked a harsh reality. She worked 8 hours a day, 6 days a week like a machine. When she cried, they would use ice to make her stop. By age 7, her career ended. A dispute between her father and her producer caused financial problems for the family. They struggled, performing in vaudeville shows to get by, while her nights were filled with endless work. Peggy disappeared from the spotlight as she grew up and became Diana Sarah Carey. She left acting, changed her name, and tried to live an everyday life. She stayed out of the public eye for decades until recent film studies brought her story back into focus. Diana didn't just return to her past. She rewrote her own story. She became a writer, a history enthusiast, and an advocate for children's rights. Though she started as a player in the silent film era, she became a strong voice for change. Diana lived to be 101 years old. She was a survivor and a fighter who crafted her own narrative. Deanna Durbin, the studio saver who noped out cold. Deanna Durbin was a popular singer and actress in the 1930s and 1940s. Her beautiful voice made her a favorite among fans and helped her earn a lot of money, second only to Bette Davis in the US. Despite her fame, she suddenly disappeared from the public eye at the age of 27. After her last movie, she chose to live quietly in a French village, married a producer, and stopped performing without looking back. Although many offered her millions to return as an icon, she turned them down. For over 60 years, she mainly lived as a private person. When asked about Hollywood, she replied, "Never clicked." Deanna didn't fade away like a forgotten star. She chose to live anonymously. She wanted to escape the pressures of fame rather than be treated like a product. While the world seeks comebacks, Deanna's true gift was her clear and powerful voice. Her most outstanding achievement was her decision to step away from the spotlight.